Hello, everybody. I was a little early there, but happy Friday nonetheless. Things are getting just weird now. This probably won't come out on ESPN or anywhere like that. I highly doubt. But this is via the Saturday Tradition. This is an update on the Michigan stealing scandal, and then we'll get into scores from Tuesday. Again, what wasn't able to Wednesday, recorded an all-new episode of the Fourth One podcast out everywhere, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever you get your podcast. Go take a listen to that. Share with your family and friends. It's awesome. It's a really good episode, and we don't even talk Michigan sign stealing scandal, and it's an awesome episode. And then... And Thursday, this week has just beaten and battered me unbelievably, and I've not dealt with it well. That's on me, but let's just move on, and we're going to have a great 10-minute sports report, probably going to be a little bit longer. But I'll get you ready for college football. I'll catch you up on NHL. We've crowned a World Series champion. We had Thursday night football. It's just all... It's all good stuff today. So let's just jump in here because this story, sign stealing or advanced scouting story, it's not even illegal to steal signs. It's illegal to advance scout to steal the signs. That's what Michigan's being accused of. Here we go. All right. Not CFP insider Roberto sent us this in the chat. This is from the Saturday Tradition that is all things college football, okay? Michigan is reportedly gathering evidence on a pair of private investigators the Wolverines believed are behind the investigation into Michigan's alleged illegal on-site scouting. That's been the big question is Michigan hired a PR firm to come in and kind of like self-evaluate how things are going if they're at risk for any like NCAA like allegations and that kind of like how hospitals do that with Joint Commission. But they wouldn't sit down with the NCAA or give them all of this proof unless if someone told them to. So the question for us Michigan fans have been, who has it been? Is it Ward Manuel, who's trying to get Jim Harbaugh out? Is it the new president, Santa Ono, who has publicly backed Harbaugh but wants to make sure he's running a squeaky program, so he wants to get rid of everything? Like, there have been questions as Michigan fans that I have had, like, who's even started this? A report from the Wolverine using the same sources believe the PIs are responsible for the media leaks that have kept the story in the news for weeks. Rounding back to that, Michigan's not allowed to talk about an ongoing investigation. The NCAA is not allowed to talk about an ongoing investigation. So how is Pete Thamel and Adam Rittenberg and everybody else getting all of this information? Who is leaking this? We want to know, and we want to know now. Like that, again, stop with the leaks. We should be, NCAA is investigating this, and then the next thing we should hear is however many months later, this is the result of the investigation, and here's the punishment. That's what it should be for every single team. Both allegedly have ties to Ohio State head coach Ryan Day's family. The report suggests that Michigan is in possession of documents that could link one of the alleged investigators to Day's younger brother, Timothy Day. The other, the Wolverine suspect, is linked to Day's brother, Christopher, and was also a classmate of Tim Day's in New Hampshire. One currently runs a private investigation firm in Manchester, New Hampshire, Ryan Day's hometown. Some evidence, such as what was provided to the Washington Post that detailed the travel plans and budget for analyst Connor Stallions, was obtained by gaining access to his computer illegally. Upon investigation, more sources indicate law enforcement has begun looking into the source of the information as a result. Commissioner Tony Petitti will meet with Michigan administration, including President Santa Ono, on Friday afternoon to discuss the case after his recent meetings with conference coaches and athletic directors. Even when Ohio State wins, they just find some way to mess it up, if true. I will give them the benefit of the doubt. But if these investigators are linked to Ryan Day and they accessed all of that information illegally via Connor Stallion's computers, in the court of law, if you search a home that you had no right to be in, everything you find in there is admissible. What's the NCAA now going to do? And Ohio State, you don't look as squeaky clean anymore, do you? No, you do not. All right, meanwhile, on Tuesday night in Game 4 of the World Series, the Texas Rangers defeated the Arizona Diamondbacks in a thrilling 11-7 game. The Arizona Diamondbacks once again out-hit the Texas Rangers 12-11, but only produced 7 runs. Trevor Siemian had 5 RBIs, and Corey Seager had a home run late as the Texas Rangers take a 3-0 lead. Then on Wednesday, the Texas Rangers closed everything out in a Game 5 to win the World Series 4-1. They won Game 5, 5-0, out hitting the Arizona Diamondbacks 9-5. Corey Seager was named the World Series MVP, his first came as a member of the Dodgers in 2020. Last night, Thursday Night Football featured a very bad offensive team versus another very bad offensive team, and the very, very bad offensive team won the game. Pittsburgh Steelers are the first team in NFL history to be outgained in each of their first 8 games, but have a winning record. Their yardage deficit on the season is like 800 and minus like 790. The leader, the Denver Broncos, are only worse at minus 820. However, the Steelers are 5-3. TJ Watt is a monster. Jaylen Warren had 11 carries for 88 yards. Deontay Johnson, after 2+ years of no touchdowns, finally got in the end zone last night. He had 9 catches for 90 yards. And to get you all set for college football this weekend, those cheaters from Ann Arbor are at home to take on the Purdue Boilermakers. By the way, head coach of Purdue says, we know Michigan was at our game. We have proof. We have ticket sales. We know. We're changing up everything. Michigan still dominates. If you listen to the brand new episode of the 4th and 1 podcast, he said, not CFP insider Roberto, that was one of his picks. Michigan minus the 32.5. I think it might be a little closer. If it's close, Michigan's in trouble for the rest of the season. If Michigan blows them out like they have the previous 3 opponents, Michigan, the outside noise is not getting in. Number 1, Ohio State. College football playoff rankings has them number 1 overall. Tate is at unranked Rutgers. However, they are 6-2. Number 23 Kansas State is at number 7 Texas. Unranked Texas A&M is at number 10 Ole Miss. Number 15 Notre Dame is on the road against Clemson. UConn's at number 17 Tennessee. Arizona State is at number 18 Utah. The Battle of America, Part 2. Unranked Army is at number 25 Air Force. They should be ranked higher. Number 12 Missouri is at number 2 Georgia. Number 4 Florida State is on the road against Pittsburgh, who already has one upset over a top 15 team this season in Louisville. The last round of Bedlam, the rivalry between Oklahoma and Oklahoma State, at least for now. Number 9, Oklahoma, is traveling to Stillwater to take on number 22, Oklahoma State. Number 11, Penn State, is traveling to unranked Maryland. Not CFP insider Roberto put Penn State on upset alert. Virginia Tech is at number 13, Louisville. Number 24, Tulane, is at 1-7. East Carolina. California is at number 6, Oregon. Kansas, number 21, Kansas State, after their first win in years. Years, everyone. Since like, I think it's like been like 80 some years. over Oklahoma is traveling to Iowa State. One of the games of the night, number 5 Washington is traveling to number 20 USC. Number 14 LSU is traveling to number 8 Alabama. Number 16 Oregon State is traveling to unranked Colorado, and UCLA, number 19 in all the land, is traveling to unranked Arizona. That Nazi FP insider Roberto is calling for the upset. Let's catch you up on hockey. So on Tuesday night, none of the teams we are keeping track of played. On Wednesday, the Colorado Avalanche beat the St. Louis Blues 4-1. The Anaheim Ducks beat the Arizona Wildcats. I think it's the Wildcats. I mean, it can't be the Wildcats. Anyway, they beat Arizona 4-3 in overtime. On Thursday, the Winnipeg Jets lost to the Vegas Golden Knights 5-2. The Seattle Kraken beat the Nashville Predators 4-2. Wow, Vancouver scored 10 goals against San Jose. Wow, that's impressive, especially for hockey. And that will do it for the teams we cover. Quick look on the hockey standings. We will go round the horn here really fast. Colorado Avalanche are now second place in the Western Conference Central Division. They are 7-2-0 with 14 points. They now trail the Dallas Stars by just a single point, who are 7-1-1. In the Pacific, the Vegas Golden Knights are technically don't have a loss. However, they have an overtime loss. Again, hockey, fix yourself. They are 10-0-1 with 21 points. They are comfortably 6 points up on the Vancouver Canucks, who only have 15 points. The Anaheim Ducks are in fourth place at 6-4-0 with 12 points, and the Seattle Kraken are in fifth place, right behind the Ducks, at 4-5-2 with 10 points on the year. Someone, Sil, please explain to me how many teams from each division get in. I need to know this. Let me just... Okay, so the wild card is... So 3 teams from the Atlantic... Okay, so 3 teams from the Central and 3 teams from the Pacific get in. The top 3 teams of each. And then it's 2 wild card spots. So 8 on each, 16 total. Figured it out. You guys are just not helpful in the comments. I will give you that. However, maybe our hockey fan hasn't listened to us on the daily. But now everyone knows. And that's what I'm here for, to teach everyone. So thank you. Yeah, let's get out of here. That'll do it for today's rendition of the 10-Minute Sports Report. Thank you, everyone, so much. If you've had a hard, if you've had an easy week, or if you've had just a meh week, just remember, God loves you. I pray God blesses you. And don't forget to wash those hands, because y'all are filthy animals. Until next time, peace out.